Good evening. It is Monday again. It's starting to feel like that every week. I can't believe it's Monday already. Anyway, hello and welcome to Fireside Chat with Kimberly. Thank you to Rebel Cheese, the sponsor for this week's talks. Prize packs for this month's contest have been graciously donated by Hodo Foods, Crofters Organics, Follow Your Heart, Sinaholic, Orgain Revolution Gelato, and Terraseed. I invite my viewers to enter the monthly contest at virtualvegfest.com and click on the contest tab for details. Entering is super easy just by liking and or subscribing to our social media and Virtual Veg Fest YouTube channel. You're entered to win one of these amazing prize packs. Come on, it's not showing up. There we go. Hi, thanks for being here. One of my regulars. Hey, Patricia. Oh my gosh, you just met with Helene. Amazing. Oh, she's great, right? I'm so glad you guys were able to connect. And thanks for stopping by to say hello. Great to have you here, even if it's just for a few minutes. Awesome. Oh, I have to be honest. I was feeling very sad getting ready for this, and just seeing you here, and Aries, hello. I see that you are here as well. I see a little like there from Facebook, so thanks for being here tonight. I was feeling sad because I just saw an article like 10 minutes before about the Kentucky Derby horse that just collapsed during a workout today. So the horse, they're saying they believe he had a heart attack. Hey, Rick. Thanks for joining. Glad to have you here. And the horse had a heart attack while he was working out. Do you think animals in the wild work out? I don't think so. I mean, what the only reason that this horse needed a workout was because humans are using him to earn money, to win money. I mean, I don't know. Is it earning? I mean, the horse is doing all the work. So it made me feel really sad just thinking about this horse that, you know, sure, if he was, living as a wild horse, I imagine he would be doing some running, but under different conditions. He would run when, the spirit moved him, if you will, right? I mean, the horse isn't going to run thinking, oh, I think I ate too many oats today. Oh, shouldn't have had that extra carrot. Got to go work that off. No, no, he would not be doing a workout while just living in his great horseness. I just don't see it. Um, if there's some medical studies, some horse studies about horses and their love for exercising, oh, sure, send them my way. I'd love to read those. I'm sure they're super interesting. It's just like, mm, I mean, humans, we need to work out, right? Whether we like it or not, because we don't have jobs where we move our bodies anymore. Not a lot of us anyway. Especially here in the US, it's so common to be sedentary more than anything else. So yeah, if you're telling me that humans need to exercise, they need to work out. I get that. That makes sense. Our bodies are made to move and we don't move them. So if we're forced into working out in order to be healthy, sure. But that's not why that horse was working out. That's not why he had a heart attack at 3 years old and collapsed right before the finish line during his workout. Just even the way they write about these things, it's just I don't know, like where's the emotion? I mean, sure. I guess I've heard like vegans get so caught up in like kind of assigning animals these same emotions that we have, and where we make it seem like they have the same experiences we do. But I don't think that's what I'm saying here at all. I think what I'm saying here is that horses don't work out. I mean, even we live here with 3 cats. Our cats don't work out. When our cats feel a burst of energy and they want to play, they run and they jump and they tackle each other and they roll around and they play and chase until they're tired. And then you see them, they lay down in a nice little sun patch, and you see them catch their breath and they take a nap. That's what animals do. I mean, the fact that we still use animals to entertain ourselves is so beyond anything I can even comprehend. I don't get it. Why? They still race greyhounds, so, people who can't seem to connect with horses and understand, oh, horses are here for us to use. We use them to work, and we used to use them to drive us around, and how else could we get anywhere or plow the fields, blah blah blah. Yeah, okay, but we don't need that anymore. And I mean, we certainly haven't needed horses to entertain us. I mean, you like putting on a fancy hat and drinking a fancy drink and betting some money. Like, I mean, I live in New Jersey, Atlantic City. It's got plenty of places for you to do that. I mean, you might be a little overdressed if you got on a fancy hat, but there are plenty of other ways for you to throw money away. Um, there's no need to exploit animals in order to do it. That horse was 3 years old. I mean, I don't know a lot about horses. I'll just put that out there. I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure that their life expectancy is a lot more than 3, and that it isn't common for horses to drop dead when they're running. I know that there were I just, quickly kind of read through the article that there were, like, I don't know, suspicions, or if they discovered the horse, like, failed a drug test. So so not only, and I'm really trying to keep my composure here because I'm having a hard time with humans today. We not only have to run them and physically exhaust them, but we have to drug the horses too. In order to is that Does that make it more fun for you to watch when you're betting on which horse is going to win? It's just disgusting to me. And I know that a good portion of the people who watch this show probably are, vegan or plant-based. So, maybe this isn't, maybe you're like in agreement with me here. But I mean, if anybody watching is still using animals for entertainment, and even if you are not the person training the horse, if you are not the person training the elephants at a circus or training dolphins at SeaWorld, it doesn't matter if you are giving them money in order to see animals do things that are not natural to them. And so if you are contributing to that, then you are part of the problem. And you know what that means? That means that you can fix it. That means that you can change it because you have the power. If your money is good enough to keep them doing it, that means taking the money away can send a message as well. Thanks, Rick. Look at that. Average lifespan for horses 25 to 30 years. This horse was a baby. Just a baby. Thank you for looking that up for me, Rick. I appreciate that. But it's no different. It's no different than the animals people have on their plates. Cows live about that long too. Not in the food industry, babies. And some of them are real babies. Veal, that's a couple of months that calf has been on this earth. Chickens, pigs, not even a fraction of their lives are lived before they're killed. It's just we don't have to do these things anymore. You know? Like, how do you justify contributing to this? I mean, that's what I was vegetarian for a long time. I hate that I was vegetarian for a long time. I wish that's what they say, right? The greatest regret you'll hear from a vegan is that they didn't do it sooner. Because, I mean, you just knowing that you're contributing to that, it hurts. It hurts when you realize how much of your life you spent being part of that. But just like I said before, you don't have to. You can stop at any time. I mean, when you realize that these animals just are tortured their whole lives. And I know that if there are horse people watching this, they're going to talk about how, these racing horses are treated better than their kids and blah, blah, blah. I know because they're a commodity. And it's because they are there to make money for the humans who own them. So if a horse gets to live in a luxury barn, given the best quality oats and the most organic carrots on the planet, it has nothing to do with the horse himself. It has everything to do with the amount of money that people get back when that horse wins something for them. And it is the same thing in the food industry. Except those animals, they don't even get a chance to live in a luxury barn. Whether they're backyard chickens or animals in the food industry. And make no mistake, it is an industry and it is a big one. They are not living the lives that they're supposed to. And they are just suffering every moment. For what? So for maybe 15 minutes, you can enjoy something. And like once you're removed from eating animals, like it's the idea that you can enjoy that is like so foreign and weird. And when you really think about everything that goes into it, I don't know, for a few minutes, and it just hardly seems worth it. The whole life, just a couple of minutes. And now with the advances in technology, we have so many foods that if that satisfaction from like I don't know, the way meat feels in your mouth is that important to you, like my goodness, there are so many versions of animal products made from plants now. There's like almost nothing that you can't get. And you know what? If whatever it is has just been created and it's not that good, just give it a little bit and it will be. So hold off. Maybe don't eat that one thing and wait until it gets developed and it tastes more like what you're expecting it to taste like. But like there's no excuse for this anymore. This using of animals for our own I don't know, satisfaction, convenience. Like, come on, how gross is that? I've said this before and I'll say it again because say it all the time and it really is so true. Everything in life is once you know better, do better. You have to do better. It's so easy as humans to start practicing this cognitive dissonance and to pretend that the things that we know aren't real or that, oh, but I'm only one person. I can't make a difference. Well, I got another quote for you there. Margaret Mead said, "Never doubt that a small, committed group of citizens can change the world. In fact, it's the only thing that ever has." And she was completely right. So, the next time that you feel like it's more important to take your kids to the zoo and give money to a place like that, or you decide it's more important to sit down to a plate of animals, I just want you to think about that. Think about what you know from watching this show, even. Like and I'm sorry, I'm so emotional tonight. I try not to, I really try not to be graphic or like over the top. Not even over the top because like these things that happen like are so real and so horrific and so awful. It's not even over the top. It's just the friggin' truth. But I try not to be too much that way, right? I always want to create this safe, inviting space for you because I think that's the best way to do it. I think it's the best way to get people interested in veganism, to have true conversations, to help people make changes in their lives that make a difference, not just to themselves, but to the world. But I mean, sometimes I don't know, it's just so hard. Since the holidays started, it's like you go to Facebook and it's like a graveyard. It's just photos after photos of people's meals and it's just dead animal parts everywhere. And I mean, it's so hard. It's so hard to look at that stuff. And it's so hard. I'm really sorry about that. It's so hard that to look at these photos and see people that you love being a part of that and people that have like such a good heart and that somehow they haven't made the connection. And I know we all have to make that connection in our own time and we have to do it for us. Humans don't make changes for other people. It's just not the way stuff sticks. It sticks because it's important to you. But it's just got to be important to more people. So you guys have been quiet and maybe it's my rant, I don't know. But if as always, if you've got questions, I've got answers. So if you have any questions, if you have any topics you want me to talk about, I'll try not to be so emotional next week. Um, but I don't know. It's hard. This is an emotional thing. It's also a logical and a rational thing too. But like we're humans and we have feelings and this is just how it goes sometimes, right? Well, anyway, I think that's all I've got. Um yeah, so if you have topics or questions that you would like me to address in a future episode, you can go to the Virtual Veg Fest Live website and go under Fireside Chat with Kimberly. There's a button you can hit right there to send me a message. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Did You Bring the Hummus? And you can go to my website where you'll find my podcast. You can check that out. And that is didyoubringthehummus.com. And I'm actually kind of kicking around an idea with a colleague about kind of like a fitness meditation type thing. So if that's something that interests you, it'd be like 5-day workshop. If that's something that interests you, send me a message and let me know that you're into that, and I'll add you to the wait list for that. It'll probably be early next year. All right. Well, I'll be back here Wednesday for the stew. So if you can join us then, 7 p.m. Eastern, the vegan stew. Love to see you there. Who knows what kind of emotions may come up there as well, right? Well, Thank you. I don't say it enough, but I really am honored and thankful and grateful to be able to do this, to have these conversations with you, to just kind of pour my heart out, to just talk about all things vegan, which is seriously one of the most important things in my life. It's one of the greatest decisions I've ever made. So I'll sign off now. Have an amazing week. Thank you so much for being here. Good night.